How to end up homeless from gambling in Las Vegas.
People don't know when to stop.
You
They take
really
their
were
last dime, their
almost
last
this guy.
$25, their last
You're
25
lucky.
cents, and they put it in the machine to try to get back. And I've done
Dougie,
that.
why are you
I
showing
gambled all
me
the way to
this?
where I just had change, and I was
It's
like,
because
okay,
I know
cash
this
change
dude.
in, and I'll turn it into $2, and then took $2 back in. Maybe I can get that money back.
That's
And
Vegas
that's when
Tony.
you know that it's hit you pretty
I used
hard.
to see this dude wandering
Or
around
you
the
go and you borrow more
casinos.
money. You go to a payday loan place or something.
Some days he's
or a
up and
pawn shop,
on.
and you go and you pawn.
Other
your
days,
computer, and then
this
you
dude
go
be
get the money and
cracked
you go
out.
right back to the casino.
Most of the time he's cracked out.
And like I said, I got to go to Plan B. Plan B was now I've lost a total of $1,000. $1,004.
You got to have some self-control in Vegas. That is true. You ain't got no self-control. You ain't got no chance.
And now I'm getting ready to go lose my camera and my not lose it, but
Oh man, this dude's already got the wrong mentality. He's saying he's gonna lose before he even plays.
Maybe I will be able to win $15,000 or something like that, so that where I can just pay a lot of bills off and get back on track. But
Keep watching. The story's interesting.
right now,
This guy's pretty interesting.
so the time right now is 4:09 in the evening. So we've been out for a couple hours now. I got off of work at 1 o'clock. And that's the Super Pond facility right here, located in Las Vegas.
Last time I seen Tony, he ain't got no job.
Pawn their worldly goods and whatever. But I'm coming in here to see what I can do at the same time. My name is Tony McDew. I'm from California, 46 years old. I've been living out here for 7 years.
I actually didn't know I got to Vegas 4 years before Tony. I got here in 2004.
Kind of took me down. The last 7 years, I spent probably about $35,000 or more.
Cool part about that statement is I think I lost
Now I
like
know why people go
$35,000
and
a
kill
year.
themselves. Now I know why people go and do the things that they do.
I gambled really hardcore from
never
at least 2004 to
experienced that
2011.
until I started gambling, going through that process. I started recording myself, looking at the losses, looking at
The difference is I always knew how to stop before I lost my rent. But this is why I want you to watch the story because it's real. I mean, like, I had 2 jobs and I lost my, at least one of the salaries gambling for sure. But I kept 2 jobs.
To the casino, back to the pawn shop, supporting my habit.
But all
So
my other
now I
waking
just
time
wanna
was gambling.
Share my story with you, and this is my story.
I ain't ever had to gamble or pawn nothing at the Super Pawn though. Like I said, I never let it take me down like that. At least I ain't ever really been like harmed by it on that level. I don't really know where I'd be if I didn't gamble, but I ain't been nowhere near the street. I don't think. I say I don't think.
Action Max, and we're gonna hit the cash out button right here. Bam.
But I also don't play slots. I don't really play it at all.
How I got hooked is just basically I put $5 in and I ended up winning like $80, and I was like, wow, this is free money. Eventually, the more money I made, the more money I would put in the machines. I started off with maybe $5. I started putting in hundreds. I started putting in thousands of dollars. $1,600. I will try to count it out to you. 1, 2.
Yeah, that's how they get you, bro.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's basically how I got hooked. From $5 on penny machines, from penny machines to spending thousands of dollars. I thought that would be a way of paying off all my debts, paying all my bills.
That's the difference, though, I think, with me and him. I never thought that any games that the casino actually personally has a stake in, you can really come up on. That's why I got into the poker, because the poker is against the table, against the people. The people are their own individual casino, the way you see it. The casino's just charging a fee to sit down, like basically like rent. And then if you can beat the people, if you're smarter, if you're better, then you can come up. But nah, man, I'm not banking my livelihood on those slot machines.
My sister brought me out here.
Damn, Tony, you're up in the jacuzzi?
So I was kind of down. The divorce,
Bro, everybody's got a story. They ain't always broke.
Vegas kind of washed it away. If I have money, I'm definitely going to spend it. I feel like you should enjoy yourself. Not just
There's some truth to spending and enjoying it, but that's another like similar thing that all people who are broke seem to have. Like, you can't have a mill if you spend the million. You got to save the million to have the million. Like, only you got the millions if you got it.
I felt like I put all this money in, and over the period of years, it's going to pay off. I'm going to get it back. I just felt like I just wanted to keep on going until I got what was due to me. 30 times 2. got out the Palms. I've been in there for, I don't know, about 30 minutes, maybe a little longer. But I end up losing. Sometimes it happens, like I said.
Me and Tony might have crossed right there that day at the Palms because that was my stomping ground. I lived right behind the Palms. There was an apartment complex. I used to hop the fence or the brick wall to go to the Palms to play poker. Joe Wada was the
that's what most people do, and they kind of bury it.
and I was kind of new, and Joe Wada would just take me down for like, I don't know. Somehow I could always come up with $500. It seemed like every day to play, and I gave it to him religiously.
Getting back in the van through the passenger side once again. The driver's door isn't opening correctly. I don't want to break the handle all the way off. You know, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So I just decided, since I bought the van, not to even use that handle, not to even use the driver's side at all, except for getting out. So I'm in the van, boom. And all I needed was about $75 because I needed to pay, half of my electric bill or whatever. So it looks like I'll be picking up about another $200. I'm gonna take one of my computers in, Superpine. And that's one of the things I didn't want to have to do, but when you don't have enough, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta compensate.
You do gotta do what you gotta do.
I consider the pawn shop my bank. It's a bank for people that didn't have very good credit. Between the pay.
Come on, my dude. Don't say the pawn shop is the bank for people without credit.
And those places offer me, substantial amounts of money. There's my MIDI controller, and there's my other one. All right, we're back. To make another transaction with you, sir. None of my merchandise is stolen or anything like that. It's my own merchandise, and
at least not from the state of Nevada.
They said, "Hey, you're a real customer." They know I have put thousands of dollars in this organization, and when you need a loan, this is what you do. I got $200. Bam.
I feel you there, Tony. Bam, back in the game. Let's go.
There's people that go in there and spend $20, whatever, and they just go in there and they do it as a fun thing. If you go in there and you do it as a fun thing, I mean. Sure, you can have fun with it, but I didn't treat it. I started treating it as a money-making system, and I thought that it was going to be a money-making system for me. I didn't look at it as being fun anymore. Having a good day at the bus stop.
Oh, the 119. I used to ride that bus.
And beautiful day today, ain't it?
Vegas sucks.
Huh? Vegas sucks?
You live here, it sucks.
Can I interview you?
Go for it.
Tell me a little bit about it.
The city doesn't want to pay enough to survive in here. You barely make check by check. Try not to gamble too much if you live here because you're going to be broke. You gotta have a lot of willpower to even survive in this damn city.
What's your name, man?
It's Paul from Ohio.
Tony. Nice to meet you, man. I'm from Sacramento.
Toledo, Ohio.
Okay. So you saying it can suck you dry if you don't
If you don't manage your money.
if you don't manage your money.
Exactly. That's the whole thing.
That's what I'm
You get addicted to that freaking gambling bug, which is exactly true.
I'm not gonna lie, around that time, those same years in my life, I was playing poker and all my money went to poker. And I had told myself, I'm gonna keep doing this till I hit or I'm sleeping my car off Eastern somewhere. I literally said that.
I remember when you said that, my dude.
And by the grace of God, I'm not living in my car, and I think I made a wiser decision. I don't think I was ever gonna live in my car, but I don't know what would have happened. I was on the pursuit to millions, but at the time I didn't reach it. I haven't given up, but I have cut back.
All these pictures of these people that won. My day is gonna come. When is my day coming? It's coming soon. But I got to continue. I can't go by what everyone is telling me out here in Las Vegas. The money that I spent yesterday was ridiculous. It was kind of stupid to go in there and do that yesterday. Theoretically, I could just
Why is Tony on the bus some days and in the car on other days?
Go home for today. But I got a feeling. I got a pretty good feeling that I'm going to hit something today. This is what I try not to do. I tell myself I'm not going to do, but this is something that Las Vegas people do.
Back
they
to
say
the
you're not
Palms.
going to do it. Maybe you start
That
off
was
with
my
just a
move
little
too,
bit.
Tony.
And the more
Every
you make,
day.
the more you spend. And right now, I've already spent like $800 yesterday. Today, I'm going to try to get some of that money back. I am going to get some of that money back. I shouldn't even say the word try.
Just watching this makes me want to go to the casino right now.
Go with my cousin, and I used to go with my sister, and they would tell me, "Stop! You're okay. Cash out. You got $150, whatever. Cash out." And I'll be like, no,
Tony, you gotta cash out when you're up, man. You gotta live another day. You ain't gonna win it all back that day, man. The slot machine, they don't even turn it off, bro.
I guess you would say. You know, you got to have it. You got to keep on going because in your mind, you know, it's not enough. In someone else's mind, you know, they're like, hey, you're okay. You're at a good level. You got $200 in the machine. You know, get out of here. And they're like, no. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna get out of here. I got to get more. I got to get that money back. I just lost $700. You know,
Tony, they don't
that.
turn the machines off,
And
man.
even if they do know that, they're gonna tell you, hey, you know what? You just lost $700. Take your loss and get out of here. So it's one of those things where you almost can't control it. Well, it didn't happen. I ended up losing the 240. I'm out of here. Gonna go home. Looks like I might be bringing the camera back over to Super Pond.
Back to the SPZ.
I have no choice.
Tony be making it sound like he's responsible talking about these bills, but I'm suspicious.
Looks like I'm gonna be taking the camera in. I'll show you what it looks like. I don't want to take it in. That's my baby, but I gotta do it. I'm gonna take the camera in the tripod. They're gonna give me $200 for that.
I'll tell you one thing about the Super Pond, they don't ever give
Most
you what
people
you
don't know
think.
when to stop. They take their last dime, their last $25, their last 25 cents, and they put it in the machine to try to get back. And I've done that. I've gambled all the way to where I just had change, and I was like, okay, cash this change in, and I'll turn it into $2, and then took $2 back in. Maybe I can get that money back. And that's when you know that it's hit you pretty hard. Or when you go and you borrow more money, you go to a payday loan place or something, or a pawn shop, and you go and you pawn your computer, and then you go get the money and you go right back to the casino.
I ain't ever pawned nothing to get back to the casino, but I definitely spent my check or borrowed some money or found some magical money, and I needed to pay something else, but I said, I gotta flip this at the poker table first. And I don't know, I've always somehow, I think I pulled it out on those days.
Get a loan on it. And one of these days I'm hoping that maybe I will hit it big. Maybe I will be able to win $15,000 or something like that, where I can just, you know, pay a lot of bills off.
This dude and his bills.
You know, but
This is the most responsible, irresponsible person
right
I've
now,
ever seen in my life.
it's very difficult. So
Tony ain't paying no bills.
time right now it's 4:09
If he gets that
in the
money,
evening.
he's going right back to the
So we've been
right back to
for a
the
couple
slot
hours now. I
machine.
got off of work at 1 o'clock. And that's the Super Pond
Oh shit,
facility
Tony still
right
had
here.
a job back then.
Located in
You got to keep that job, Tony, or get a new one at this point. I'm looking back at your life, man. That was this is the difference maker right here. You lose that job, you get a new
At
one.
the same time.
I always got a new job, man. When I lost my job, man, I lost many.
Tripod. I will be back to get it next week.
I'm not saying I'm no success story or nothing like that for gambling, but like I said,
Title numbers where you
so
put
far it
on
ain't
your
ever
car.
broke me. And I'm still having fun doing it. And now I even have an outlet to it a little bit, reaching you guys, telling you guys about it, and letting you guys see my journey too. I've been capturing it. I don't really know how to do film as well as Tony, but when I do, we'll see my story.
A lot of my valuables. Like I said, they just gave me $200.
Hopefully it don't look like this.
Emergency money, if you need it. And right now, it was an emergency money.
Tony, why ain't that emergency money get into the Nevada Energy to pay this bill you talking about?
I don't want to really head back to the Palms.
Nah, my dude said he's heading back to the Palms.
I'm actually embarrassed most of the time when I don't hit anything, when I lose my money, like I lost the money today. I lost money yesterday. I'm very embarrassed. Spraying this water on my face right now. This is very embarrassing.
There ain't nothing to be embarrassed about right there. Las Vegas is like 254 degrees in the summer.
That's what I wrote on the bottom. Tony from Cali's Astrovan Air Conditioning.
Tony used a fool for that one.
Without this bottle of water right now, I don't know if I would be
I know
able
what
to-
happened.
I would
He'll
probably pass out.
start
I
melting.
had coworkers and friends.
Been there
tell me,
too,
"Don't
Tony."
go." And I would go back and I'd spend the money and I would lose it. And then I'd go back to work and then the coworker say, "Did you go?" And I would just feel lower and lower and lower and lower because I didn't want to tell him. And a lot of times I would lie to him and tell him, "No, I didn't go." And I really did go.
I've done that too, for sure, over and over and over. Can't be telling people, you talk about poker, you talk about gambling, you talk about winning, and then they ask you the next day how'd you do. They ask you later how'd you do. You gotta be like, nah, man, I didn't play, or man, I just did that like last week to somebody. Said I ended up not going after I lost 500 in the first 5 minutes.
Stupid stuff, stupid things. Sometimes I do things that are kind of cool. But it's life, you know. I'm not gonna go out and kill myself and hang myself. Although I've thought of that because of some of the things I've done. You know, you want to beat yourself up. You want to,
Tony, you on the
you want
edge,
to crucify
man.
yourself. But
You talking about killing
you can't
yourself.
do that.
Even if
So,
you try to joke and say
here
you
we
ain't
are
thought
at the
about it.
Palms once again. This is the second time arriving here. I arrived here with $240 earlier. I spent the $240. We're gonna come back over here, basically try to find a parking spot and get back into our same routine, except for losing.
I didn't even know Tony was at the Palm so much when I used to see him. Luckily, I was younger than him back then. Like 2008, I was like 29. He says he was about 45, so we weren't really kicking it. But if he would have been about the same age, I mean, we would have probably been rolling tight. Because in 08, the Palms was my backyard.
unsuccessful. I actually doubled my money. Actually, I got up to like 198, but ended up spending it back in the machine.
198, Tony, you gotta let that go. You gotta hit the cash out, man. The machine will be there.
I was playing 90 cents, and that's when I actually hit. So I'm out of here. That's pretty much it for me. I barely got enough gas to go home now. You know, there's a gas gauge. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, I had $600 today, basically. And now I'm down to...
Been there too. One day I got 15 grand in my pocket. The next day I can't buy a jumbo jacket, Jack in the Box. It's an ugly life.
Some change in ashtray. Probably got about, I don't know. I got some change in ashtray, and I think I got some more change I found yesterday. And one of my computer bags. So it all boils down to that. That's it. That's it for me.
That's it for today.
You know, sometimes people they bottom out
back to the house. Time to ball up and
I bottom out
get the
today.
bottle, I guess. Get a bottle and go out on the couch.
But they're stuck in my ashtray, and that's how I keep it. They're stuck in my ashtray. I sprayed some water in there. It's stuck because I had some candy or something in there.
The old coins in the back seat. I didn't keep an ashtray.
The process.
Well, actually, I did keep an ashtray, but really, I used to store all my change in the back
Couple more
seat.
pennies in there, so to be honest
Hopefully, I
with you,
never need it. So it'll build up. I might be having $200 in the back seat sometimes. And then when it's finally hit the bottom, time to start picking up all those quarters, slowly but surely. See, but Tony's over there hanging out at the Station Casino on Sahara. That whole area, they got the secret suites and stuff. Rancho Sahara. That's yeah. Tony. That's crack alley.
Hang out in Crack Alley and
if you go to the casino, you get your paycheck. It could be $1,200, it could be $1,500, whatever it is, and that's for 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden, that's 2 weeks of work that you worked for, and it's to pay a certain bill. You got to pay electricity, you got to pay rent.
Tony,
whatever.
these bills, man. You
lose
ain't
all
paying
that.
no bills, bro.
It's so foolish, and you can't talk to anybody about it. You can't go talk to your mom. You can't talk to your children. You can't talk to your coworkers. All you can do is kind of like just curl up and you feel like you just want to die. And I would just come home and just go to sleep. I got a blindfold, put my blindfold on, and just kind of curl up, go to sleep. I would pray about the situation. I pray to God and just try to, that God take me away from the situation. I lost about $35,000. It would have been nice to win that. And after I looked at it and added it up, it was like, no more. After going through that, I had my fun. I had my greediness. I had my downs, my losses, and now it's like, I don't even want to deal with it anymore. My whole concept on gambling is, leave it alone if you don't really need it. And I tell people I don't encourage, not even going and putting in even a couple of dollars because you can get hooked easily. I got hooked on $5. I'm now at the point of not gambling anymore. I've successfully stopped. It's in the past. It's all in the past, but it's an experience. It's something where I can say, I can look back on it. It's going to help me to not go back and do that again. It's a reference point so I can say,
I feel everything Tony's saying.
Where I am.
I didn't have enough to gamble with when that's exactly what changed my life right there. Like I was making like $500 a week, and then I lose $500 in one session playing poker, and it just wasn't enough to sustain the lifestyle I was trying to sustain at the poker table. I'm playing with people that own businesses and companies, and they spent their hotel rooms $500 a day. And I was like, I gotta get some more money, man. So I said, I gotta take a hiatus from the poker. I gotta stack my money, and I gotta buy something that will give me more money to gamble with. Something that will produce residual income that could be making money while I'm gambling. That's when I got into real estate. I said it was 2013. I was trying to pick up some real estate to build a better life gambling. I wanted to gamble bigger and bigger and better and easier. And when I was doing the real estate thing, it actually distracted me from the poker game, and it actually helped me. It really did. And now I do gamble bigger and better, but I don't need it the same like I used to.
No, I'm not ashamed of it. I was, I guess we all have some type of I guess I am ashamed sometimes, but I'm not. Things happen. I lost my job, almost 3 years ago, 2015, I think it was November 2nd, 2015, I happen to remember that, yeah. I lost my job, so I pretty much lost a lot with that. You know, I lost my house, I lost my van, I had a car, I lost the car, I had storages, I lost my storages, and I got some of my belongings. I'm 54 years old, so I've been around for a long time. I've been married, divorced, you know, the whole 9 yards. Hey everybody, your boy Tony from Cali. I'm back. I just want to say, hey, about ready to start my night here. I'm out here in the courtyard of UNLV. Just to show you what's going on. I got tables in the background. You can see there's absolutely no one here. Okay, no one is here. They just shut down. They shut down at 11 o'clock. I'm on Wi-Fi right now. I'm using their Wi-Fi, but their Wi-Fi will be good only until midnight. So that's okay. I got plenty of movies to watch, all that kind of stuff. Believe me, I got hard drives. I got like 8 terabytes with me right now. So I'll be watching stuff and whatever, chilling. I got the Broadcaster parked over there, right behind that pillar right there. So I got it kind of facing in. That way the wind doesn't hit me that much because it's gonna get windy. It's definitely gonna get windy tonight. So this is a camp out. You know, I never went camping when I was a kid. I never went camping, hanging out. I never slept in tents and things like that. So this is like my adventures, okay? This is Tony from Cali's adventures. And I'm just kind of, this is like camping out. Most guys go out to, they go out to Mount Charleston and they camp out and they put up a tent and light a fire and all that kind of stuff. So this is my way of camping out, okay? This is probably the extent of that. I'm not trying to sleep on the ground. I'm not trying to be walking around and begging people for food and all that kind of stuff with signs and all that kind of stuff. I just, you know, I just do my thing. I broadcast. So once again, I'm here and we're gonna do a quick food review here. So you guys just bear with my cinematography here for a minute. What I'm eating, we're gonna kind of show this a little bit without me spilling it, hopefully, is ravioli. When I talk to other people and I see that a lot of things that other people are going through, you know, it just makes me more thankful, you know. I'm sitting here eating ravioli, boom, bam. Thank you for this meal that I'm eating right now. Thank you for me being able to, my eyesight. Thank you for me being able to talk. Thank you for me being able to hear and be able to smell. We're always thinking about what we don't have. We're thinking about, oh man, my scooter broke down, or my car broke down, and this and that. I don't have this, I don't have enough money to pay my insurance or pay my rent. Don't think about what you don't have, think about what you do have. You know, I got blood circulating through my bones right now. Blood circulating through my body. Not through my bones, but through my body. I'm not a doctor, but you know what I'm saying. All the things that's happening, my heart's pumping right now. My heart's pumping blood. My lungs is pumping. All this stuff is happening inside of me, but we take for granted those things that are happening inside of you. So I'm thankful, okay? 54, okay? No, I'm 55. I'm 55. I'm 55, yeah, I'm looking 55 right now too. Anybody needs any AV work, you need to call me. You know, 500-4463. That's my number, 702-500-4463. I can do a lot of AV work. And like I said, for the people just tuning in, and they don't know what I do, computer animation, three-dimensional holographic, digital, video, broadcast, special effects engineer, / senior audio visual telecommunications specialist, / broadcaster, not broadcaster, broadcaster, not broadcaster, broadcaster, not broadcaster, on my reality show, born in 1963, all in HD, and my name of my channel is HPTV, channel 63.
Tony, me and you went different routes, man. But I do understand the struggle, bro. I really wasn't that far away from potentially being that. I think I stayed away from drugs. I can't speak on you, but I know the drugs and alcohol can kind of really bring the whole thing tumbling down. I never really got too hard on alcohol, never lost control with it, and didn't get into drugs at all. So,
but Google it.
Like I said, by the grace of God, I got
Google it. I'm not Google.
I got into the Airbnb, and then I got the wife. Or before that, I got the wife and the son, and then the Airbnb, and you know, I'm making it now, bro. I'm making it. You're making it. We're both making it. Everybody trying to make it in Vegas. Vegas is real tough. Ain't nobody lying about that. And I don't know if I want to say we could cross paths again. I hope to just,
go faster.
I hope to see you strong as well as me. You know, I don't hope to see you struggling.
Yeah.
And
make the frame rate super
I don't
fast.
hope to struggle.
I see it. I see them jumping over the heart of the moon.
You see these? Are they jumping? Huh? Are they jumping?